Good evening, guys. This is Vishwanath. You are watching the channel Bindas Bapu, and today I am coming up with a session on workplace ethics versus work ethics. So, guys, it's a very interesting topic, and I'm pondering about this topic since a long time, and I have done a lot of research about this topic called ethics in workplace. So first of all, let us know what this term ethics means. Different people have different definitions. They have interpreted the word ethics in their own way, and in different countries, the word ethics and means differently. Although it, by and large, people have summarized the term ethics as doing the right thing in the right way is called ethics. So sometimes people have mixed it with the word amoral activity. I mean, there is a activity called moral activity, there is a activity called immoral activity, and there is a activity in between the moral activity and immoral activity, that is called amoral activity. So sometimes people mix the word ethics with amoral activity. They tell that ethics doesn't mean whether it is legal or whether it is illegal, but it should have a moral sense. So, friends, I am sticking with the past definition that I have given about ethics. That doing the right things in the right way is called ethics. So now the other thing that we are going to discuss in today's session is about ethics in workplace. So right now the word workplace has become a vast thing. Why I am saying that? Previously, people might be thinking there is a house, there is a flat, there is a building where people work. That is called a workplace. So somehow that is correct also, because where you are working, that is called workplace. But now the workplace and our work has taken a different dynamics. I mean, today we are working from home. Today, the person who is doing YouTube, or a person who is a YouTuber or TikToker or social media activist, he is doing his work in the public domain also. A journalist who is making news for the public, he is working in the public areas also. Even if the police officer who is working in the street is the workplace. So I just want to keep it as simple as that. Workplace doesn't mean a house. It is surrounded by some tables, chairs, furnitures and all. Workplace is the location from where we exhibit our work. So work means anything. Whether we are writing a poetry, whether we are doing a article, whether we are doing a software, whether we are writing bills, whether we are doing the accounting, whether we are making plan for the organization, whether we are maintaining the balancing, anything that is paid for. And don't mix that. Paid for means always monetary thing. Sometimes the mental satisfaction that and the applause and the comments and listens that we are getting in return of one of our poetry or one of our videos or one of our, that is very astonishing and very energizing. So I have just tried to explain the workplace and ethics. Now let me tell whether this workplace at ethics and ethics at work, both is the same, whether there is any difference between them, whether a vast difference is between them, whether one is complemented to the other, and whether the one is supplemented to other. All the things we will be discussing one by one. So let us first broadly I want to define this ethics at work. So ethics at work or work ethics. Work ethics is more of an internal kind of thing. It comes from within. It's about a person how he conducts himself to achieve certain to achieve his goal, to achieve his targets is called work ethics. Similarly, the other way around. However, ethics at workplace, the workplace means the framework, the infrastructure, the guideline, the certain rules and regulations that a organization, a society, or a state or a country has made to make these people do practice his workplace work ethics is called workplace ethics. I mean to say that we have to obey the workplace ethics to be ethical in our work. How? Let us one by one I will exemplify it, and I will more elaborate in all those things. First of thing, ethics in work, you have to be punctual. So by being punctual, you will able to finish your work in time. So punctual is a work ethics. But to be punctual, there is a organization has put up a device called biometric machine in the organization. So every day, if you are punching in or punching out in while coming inside the work and going outside the workplace, then you are obliging the workplace ethics. So being punctual is the work ethics, and punching in and punching out while going inside the work premises is called workplace ethics. The next thing, another behavioral attitude, whatever you will say, is called accountability. So if you are if you are feeling yourself accountable, you are taking the ownership for the whatever good things or bad things is happening in your organization, you are showing your work ethics. That is a good employee behavior. Similarly, sometimes what happens if it is a good something good for the organization, if your management is appreciated thing, you always in the line to take the accountability. But sometimes some mishaps is happening, then always you try to blame the other people, or your teammates, your subordinates, or your superiors. So taking accountability, whatever good thing or bad thing is happened, is a work ethic. And how it will be maintained? In an organization, everybody has a email ID. If whether it's a good thing or bad thing, you are writing a mail, you are taking the ownership. If something bad thing is happened, that news has been come out from your email ID, and you have made the message to the employees or your subordinates or your teammates about the bad thing about the mistakes that you have done, and then it is obeying the work ethics. Okay, so it is the workplace. You are obeying the workplace ethics. If some nuisance, some mistake has been done, you are circulating, communicating by email. This is the thing has been done, and you have circulated it. You are getting the things done. Then it is. The another thing is that focus. For any employee, for any organization, being focused to the goal is very important trait to achieve the set goals and targets. So being focused is a work ethic. But how to get focused? So organization has set some norms, some frameworks, that you should not open the social media in the workplace organization. You should not browse unwanted sites in the organization. You should not open your personal emails, your all these things in the workplace. So by obeying the organization norms, you will be obeying the workplace ethics. Another thing that I want to say is that another trait that is termed as a work ethics is productivity. Productivity comes from many things. If you are having the acumen, business acumen, if you are having the knowledge, if you are equipped with the technology, and you are completing the work within certain set of time without losing your focus, then you are having good productivity, and you are termed as a productive employee. But how to become productive employee? If the organization has placed some new softwares, if you are not adhering to the software, like sometimes in construction sector there are new softwares every day is getting launched, whether it's Microsoft Primavera, all those things. If you are learning the new things, then it's a workplace ethics. Another thing is professionalism. Being professional will make you achieve a lot of things for yourself and for the organization. But how to be professional? To be professional means you should be well dressed. You should not wear a chappal while moving to the office. You should have your uniform policy and all those things. Then dedication. So dedication, how you know that a employee is a dedicated employee? If a employee is not moved despite many negativity and he has shown his performance year over year, then it is called dedication. The consistency. So many organizations have set some performance appraisal systems. So without deterring or disheartened by the result of the performance management system, you are putting your goals and you are getting assessed and you are getting reviewed, then you are obeying the workplace ethics. And the last but not the least thing is desire to improve. If you are embracing the feedback, it's many organization has changed the definition of performance management system as a peer means it's only reward linked system, but it's not. PMS is not a reward linked system. So the feedback is the most important thing, and you should always take the positive feedback and try to improve yourself. So now you might be thinking that I am talking all about the employee perspective. How should we conduct ourselves? What rules we should obey? How we will do? What is the responsibility, and what about the employer part? What are the ethical frameworks that a organization should place? So, first of all, the organization or the employer should have some achievable goal. If your this year turnover is 3,000 crore, and if you are setting a target of 20,000 crore for the next year, it is certainly not achievable. So always have some achievable goals so that the employee will think over it and I will try to achieve it. So by placing a achievable goal, you are making a workplace ethics. Okay. Lead by example. So lead by example means if practice what you preach. If you are said that everybody should come by 9 a.m. and you are every day coming on 10 a.m., 12 a.m. and all the things, then it is not a good workplace ethics. There should be always conducive environment to work. So what do you mean by environment? Someone tell anything that is surrounding me is called environment. Definitely anything that is surrounding you is called environment. But let me tell you, your colleagues, the tea cops, the office stationaries, the placing, the way you are talking to each other, the kind of gesture that everyone is giving one another, all this matters. So now, until unless we create an environment conducive for work, we cannot expect our employees to work in a healthy way and a healthy state of mind. Then always we have to, sometimes what happens, we never talk to our employee, we never try to sit with them, we never talk them what they are going through, and at the end of the year we will tell that you are not worthy, you are not good, all those things. So we should give constant feedbacks to them, and by giving feedbacks we will improve him and improve their work ethics, and certainly they will create great result for the organization. And always we should try to remove hurdles. Sometimes what happens in some of the organizations, what happens if there is a lot of hierarchy, some below strata people, they are not able with mobile SIM cards or internet email IDs, they cannot directly go to for some problems. So the more the work will be in a transparent way, their communication will be in transparent way, the more ethical workplace that is. If you are having an email ID and your MD is not feeling inherited and he is allowing you to reach him through email, communicate him through email, then definitely the organization has set a better workplace ethics. So another thing is that inspire to work. It is if we will tell ethics, all the motivational quotes work greatly for the organization, for the employees, then it is a myth. But at the end of the day, the positive motivation, the positive reward mechanism, and all those things improves the morale of the employee and the morale of the organization. So you have to pay a right pay for the right work. So if you have hired a engineer, you should pay him as an engineer to the market standard, all the things. And always the last not the least thing that is expected from the employer is to listen. Whoever comes with whatever problem, the employer has to listen, and the management has to listen the problems. Because a good listener only can a good listener only can provide better solutions. Until unless we listen the problems carefully, we cannot come with a solution. Now, what we should not do in a workplace, everything there is a do as known. I have told about all the do's. Now, let me tell about the don't for the workplace ethics. It's the first and foremost thing is a preferential treatment. Preferential treatment means be it by your language, be it by your caste, be it your religion, be it having some sexual favor, and all those things you should not give prefer. The only preference it should be given the talented people. In favor you should give them appreciation, you give them rewards and recognition and all those things, but it should not be preferential treatment. Another thing is gossiping. You should not talk detrimental about a person, about a place, about your organization, its planning, because sometimes what happens, if you have any feedback, any analysis, any things that is positive and constructive for the organization and for the workplace, you should come up with the ideas. You should communicate directly with your management. You should put it in town hall meetings and all those things. But what happens now during this rumor mongering, people always take the things out of context, and by and large what happens, whenever it is goes back to the management, it sounds something else. That doesn't have any real existence. Some issues doesn't have any real existence, but that is totally taken out of the context. Dishonesty. You should never be dishonest. Be it your life partner, be it your organization, be it your business partner. Dishonesty is the most honest, but fortunately, dishonesty is the most common thing that happens. Everybody wants to cheat the organization by their attendance, by their workplace, even their previous organization, their work history, their remuneration history, all those things. We should avoid doing that. And the last thing that we should avoid is selfishness. Take the credit that somebody, your team members, has done, and always hold the resources to yourself, because you are the allocator of that one, and nobody else should. I should have the preferential treatment to enjoy all those things. So there are different kind of ethics in corporates now. For being a good corporate citizen, Tata is this Birlas, and all these companies have earned their own name being a good corporate citizen, and they have certain, but until and unless it should be coherent and practiced again and again. In modern days, many people, few years back, people are having a better, very good respect for the companies like Kingfisher or Reliance and all those things, but it has all shattered. So you have consistently prove your work standards, and you should not be deterred by loss or profit of the organization. There should be guidelines. You have to adherence to the corporate ethics, and it will be win-win situation for all the stakeholders of the organization. So that's for today. I think I have tried my best to explain what exactly the difference between workplace ethics and ethics at workplace. Hopefully I will come up with better ideas and better topics in the next episode. Thank you. Namaste.